What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a carom. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Goexerri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Goexerri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
What another
one.
made. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Goexerri, 2-wall return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jai-Alai, live from Jam Arena. Tonight's game day will feature the Renegades and Warriors. And with that, I'd like to welcome everybody back to another edition of the Spring 26 Battle Court season. Ready to get this game day started between the Renegades and Warriors with some singles to kick it off. How about Division 3? That'll bring out Arta for the Renegades, who is subbing for Ubia, and he will take on Manny. There's a serve by Arta, and we're ready to begin. Our first serve of the day, we start off with an ace. Arta on the board early here in our first match. Another ace there for Arta. High bouncing serve again. Manny gets up high for this one. Controls it on the right side. Arta, nice pickup at the 8. Sends it high and deep. Rebote forehand by Manny, coming right up the middle. Arta steps back, makes the catch. Well, that one coming into the corner, crossing the side wall. That will score Arta off to a 3-0 lead here early in his first match of the day. Just a great start here for Arta, getting that 3rd point already. Serve really working for Arta here early on. I mean, he's got two that have bounced right over Manny's head, and you always think about the 2-all, you think about the shots, but hasn't even had to open it up quite yet. Big bouncing serve again. Into the corner, that's going to score 4 straight points for Arta. Very surprising. We've just never really seen someone throw the serves quite like this. I mean, with a fresh ball, you're going to get more bounce, and that's what you're seeing here very early on in the set. Arta's taking advantage, and there haven't been a lot of throws to slow down this ball. Rebote forehand there by Arta, lifted to the inside. Manny gets under it. Backhand, high and deep. Forehand rebote, goes wall, 2-wall. Manny out there early for the rebote, slaps it up from the right side. Arta takes it in along the side wall. Forehand rebote, dropping at Arta's feet, scoop, just missed. Manny gonna get his first point of this opening match. And truthfully, I mean, you could argue that Manny's had one of the best transitions over to this new facility here at Jam Arena. I mean, he's done a ton of damage in doubles just in the backcourt. His usage rate, I mean, he's caught more balls than any player in battle court so far. Also one of the elder statesmen on this roster, and here he is in a year that the Warriors really needed some backcourt support. He has stepped up for them. Really big time. He's only played one singles match already this year. He defeated Echeverry just last Friday night. See how he can battle his way back against Arta. Oh, ball tipped. That one was floating deep into the backcourt. Manny's going to get his second point and the serve. It's just a floater. You see that almost every game day. Even harder to handle than some of those fast balls. Manny starting to come back here now. Oh, runner along the wall. Nice grab by Manny. Comes over the top. Arta moves in. Costado. There's a 2-wall. That opens wide, and it scores. Arta with 5 points. He's got a possible set point. It's exactly what you like to see with Arta, and everyone that plays against him knows that's his go-to shot, the Costado 2-wall. In singles this year, Arta's thrown 25 winners. He's only given up 9 to his opponents. Plus 14 in that department, and Manny, for reference, I mean, he's -1. That one drops right in the corner. Dug out there by Arta. He lays it up high. It's floating. Ooh, Manny just did get there. High bouncing rebote. Arta turns it inside. Powerfully thrown. Manny one-handed catch there along the wall. Rebote forehand, played up at the 6 line, dropping, crossing the wall. Arta picks it up, 2-wall. That one's in the pad, and the pad is bad. 3 points for Manny of the Warriors. Manny hanging around here. And third point of this set. And again, Arta's only thrown 1 2-wall. That one, he was so close to the side wall. Looked like he rushed it a bit, just never really felt like that one had a chance to land in. That's an over serve. First fault, second serve coming up. Arta high and deep. Manny, right side rebote, pushed it outside. Will it land in? It does. Arta's right there to make that catch. He goes high, passing Manny, looking for the chick-jack. No, the rebote comes out. Manny plays it. Arta takes a look, scopes it out, throws a carom. It lands in. Manny picks it off the net. Oh, but his cesta got trapped in the net as he went to make the throw. That ball is out of play. Point and set. Arta wins it 6-3, 2 minutes. Gonna come back and play set 2. Yeah, carom here a little high, and not exactly how Arta wanted to throw it, but you see Manny, the cesta, clipping a piece of that net on the through swing, and that ball sent up high and out of play. 6-3, Arta takes the first set of the game day. So got into it a little bit quickly today, folks, but Arta is subbing for Ubia. Remember last game day for the Renegades, Ubia, during his singles match, re-aggravated that leg injury that he was dealing with. So Ubia out again today. So Arta will be subbing in not only this singles match, but also the Division I doubles match is coming up a little bit later. And while we have a moment, we'll give you the rest of the slate today. Starting here with some Division III singles, then we'll go to Division IV doubles up next with Goenaga and Ben against Alex and Bueno. Then Division I, Goexerri and Arta, sub there for Rubio. They'll go up against Douglas and Manny. Then Division VI today, Gallo and Ben for the Renegades, and it will be Williams and Bueno for the Warriors. Correa is out for the Warriors. And then you got some Division I singles in match 5, Goexerri against Douglas, a rematch there of what we saw earlier in the season. And then Division V doubles will close out the game day today. That's Arta and Gallo against Williams and Bueno again. So that Division V matchup, technically it's Correa and Cabrera. Cabrera is out. Let's go through that again, folks. In the Division V matchup for the Warriors, a couple of changes here. So typically that team is Correa and Cabrera. Cabrera is out for the remainder of the season dealing with that, I think it was a toe injury. So that's going to take him out the rest of the year. So Bueno was originally supposed to substitute in the backcourt. Correa was a late scratch today up in the front court. So Williams comes in to substitute for Correa in the front. That's how you get that Williams and Bueno team in Division V for the Warriors. I know it's a lot, folks. Hope you're still with us. Ready to begin our second set here? And he's got the serve. Back into the inside. Robote, left side by Manny, tries to turn it 2 walls. That's too low. Arta strikes first in our second set. And now it's kind of a danger territory for Manny. Manny's first singles match, he dropped the opening set against Echeverry. Here against Arta, it's a little different because Arta's got the shots and he can score from just about anywhere on the court. So I think you're going to start to see Manny try to go forward a little more, maybe be more aggressive than we're used to seeing him with the shots because you just can't let it happen against Arta. And he can end it in a hurry. Manny from the 9, sends it high and deep. Robote's coming out. It's along the wall. Manny goes down to a knee to make that save. Arta, good pickup. Reaching inside, sends it high. Manny up at the overserve line, plays the Robote. Arta steps up, handles in the air. Not a lot on this Robote. Manny just kind of lays it up. Arta moves in, takes a look, sends it up on the right side, looking for the chick-jack. It comes out. Robote hooked above the pad. Arta's got another chance. This time for the 3-line. Goes for the carom. That will score. Arta takes a 2-0 lead here in our opening match. Arta looking really comfortable once again. Most of his shot making comes from the costado. That's the left side of his body. Shoulder level throw. That time is a carom. Standard right side 2-wall. Get a little bit higher, but still lands it in and gets a second point on the board. What's Manny going to do to counter here? Again, doesn't like to open up the shots, but he's got him in the back pocket if he needs. Arta, Robote coming right up the middle. Manny makes the stop. It's a carom, and it lands in and scores. Manny gets on the board here in our second set. And kind of as expected, Manny gets his best opportunity of the match. He's right in the middle of the court and just shoots a perfect 2-wall. Arta with a salute. And he's got the serve back at his first point of this set. Manny, there's a Robote. It's a high bouncing 2-wall. Arta steps back and controls it outside. His 2-wall, it's going to kick out of play. Manny with his second point. We're tied up 2-2. Just a little too much. You see when players throw the costado from the outside of the court, it actually opens up a little more than it typically does when thrown from the inside. That's what happened with Arta there. He thought it was a good 2-wall. Just exploded and opened up wide when it hit the front wall. Tough break. Nice pickup by Arta at the 9. He goes back into the corner. Actually, the Rebote's coming out. Manny turns it over the top. Arta, nice pickup at the 7. 2-wall. It's a long one, but it drops into the pad. Manny takes his first lead here, 3-2. Manny hanging around, a couple of unforced errors for Arta, and here he is with a 3-2 lead for the first time in this match. Manny also the type of guy that'll just grind you out over the course of 3 sets. You know, set number 1 didn't look good his other singles match, but came back to win the next 2. Oh, and an ace follows, make it 4 points for Manny. Leads up to 2 here in this second set. And then adding a freebie on the serve. Remember, that's how Arta got a bulk of his points in the first set, so and kind of a uncharacteristic set the way that one was played first. Arta took advantage, but here's Manny on a roll, looking to close out set 2. Rebote with a bounce. Arta picks it up. 2-wall. Shot. Oh, Manny's got it before it's into the net. Oh, but it comes right back to Arta. Makes the catch in front of his face. This Rebote's dropping. Manny lays it up from the right side. Great save. Arta steps back. Another costado. This 2-wall opens and scores. Arta gets one back, his 3rd, and he'll serve. Great adjustment on that 2-wall by Arta. The first one he threw from the outside, a little bit harder, a little bit higher, and it kicked out of play. That one threw it lower, a little bit softer, and you still see how much it opened up when I hit the front wall. Just perfect. Mr. Rebote takes Arta to the outside, goes for a long 2-wall. It's going to land in, but Manny's got a chance outside, comes back over the top, kicking off the sidewall. Arta's in perfect position. Right back into that corner. Not a lot on the Rebote. Manny sends it up from the right side. Arta, another 2-wall. That one scores. 4-4 is the score. Arta will serve. Take another look at this one. Arta moving in on that ball, not the easiest catch in the world with the bounce, and sends the 2-wall up and it scores. You don't need to have the shots that Arta has, but it's really helpful in singles, especially when you go down, to know that you can just throw a couple of good 2-walls and get right back in the match in a hurry. This one's opening up to the outside. Arta's on it. Rebote, 2-wall, snapped in to score. Arta takes a 5-4 lead. He's got a possible set and a possible match point. Well, that's why they tell you don't want to throw those backhands to the outside, and you always want to keep them along the side wall. Manny found himself trapped to the inside, and Arta, he's got a good enough 2-wall. When you're out of position like that, the point's as good as over. Converts there, makes it 5-4. Now 2 chances to close out the match right here. Arta high to the inside. Manny attacks, makes the catch, sends it back into the corner. Oh, a perfect chick-chack to score there for Manny. So here we are, tied up at 5-5. It is set point for Manny and a possible match point still for Arta. Manny moving in that time. You could see he was committed to that play, moving up on it, making a difficult catch up in the front court. Then when he does, gives himself a perfect opportunity to kill the point in the back wall there with the chick-chack. And now you see Alex talking to him here, trying to push him to a 3rd set. Low hard serve, Arta's on it. Inside placement, Manny. Oh, he recovers. What great defense. Arta handles this one in the air, backhand, going deep to the outside. Manny on this Rebote. High to the inside again. Arta climbs the wall. That ate him up, and he still made the catch. Rebote dying, and it's in the pad. Point, set, and match. Arta takes it in straight sets, 6-3, 6-5. And remember, Arta came into this one because the Renegades needed a sub for Ubia, and he delivers. Straight set victory to take out Manny, and the Renegades on the board first in this game day. Up next, we'll go to Division 4 doubles. Goanaga and Ben will take on Alex and Bueno.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
Joined by our winner there, Arta, over in the cage. Congratulations, Arta. Playing up here in Division 3, this is really the first time that you've had an opportunity against Manny in singles in Battle Court. What was kind of the strategy for you going into this matchup?
I mean, I got a little nice start with the serves in the first set. I don't know how, but I was serving like, I don't know. So that gave me a little cushion to feel a little bit more comfortable in the first set. And then the second one, pretty much try to keep it away from his right side because he could throw any shot from anywhere on the court. So that, pass him, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean, in that second set you're talking about, I mean, Manny went on a nice run. He built up a 4-2 lead. What are you talking about to yourself there that got you right back in it and you were able to close it out right there?
Nothing, just try to pass him, try to put myself in a good position where I can try to kill the shot. And just focus on that, pass, and get myself in a good position.
Awesome, Arta. Worked out for you very well there. First win of the day for your Renegades. Thank you.
Go Renegades. Thank you, guys.
And it is a full day here for Arta. He's got 3 matches, subbing in 2 of those 3. Coming up next, going to some doubles. Division 4 matchup. Goanaga and Ben ready to take on Alex and Bueno. So, Goanaga and Ben this year, they've only played 3 matches. I might double check that again, folks, because that still seems wrong. But that's what I'm seeing in both stats. So 1-2 so far on the year for Goanaga and Ben. And they're playing an Alex and Bueno team that have been really strong in this division. 4-1 start for Alex and Bueno. And that loss, came actually pretty early in their season, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it was their first match of the year when they played Iturbide and Robin. They lost 6-4 in a third set. Since that, they've won 4 matches in a row, including a win over this Goanaga and Ben team. Went to a third set, but Alex and Bueno were able to close it out 6-1 the first time around. See what they got here for the rematch. Renegades already on the board. See if they can get another one. We are ready to begin match number 2. Goanaga and Ben will serve to Alex and Bueno. Here's a serve. We begin our second match. Forehand crossing the sidewall. Right back to Goanaga. Backhand. Low to the inside. Bueno's right there. Makes the play. Longer bote. It's a forehand by Goanaga. Kicking off the sidewall. Alex gets it. Goanaga with the high pickup. Inside placement from the costado. Alex, one-handed catch, just missed. Goanaga and Ben take the first point here of our second match. Again, Alex moving up on that ball, just a one-handed effort. I mean, looked like he got a lot of cesta on it, but just couldn't make the play. That's an overserve. First fault, second serve coming up for Goanaga. Bueno on the right side, sends it up, crosses the wall. There's Goanaga to take it in. This one right on the numbers. Bueno, no fear, gets in on that side wall, sends it high and deep. High bouncing rebote, played inside, wall to wall. What a save that was, Alex. Not gonna twist that one up there. Second point for Goexerri and Ben here to start off our second match. And folks, I know you were really looking forward to hearing just me this whole time, but we do have a special guest joining us in-house, the executive producer of the World Jai-Alai League and Battle Court Jai-Alai, Lindsay Savin here. Lindsay, how you doing?
Hey, Andrew. How you doing?
Good. Thank you for coming in here.
Of course.
I appreciate it today, and it should be some fun.
I'm happy to be here with you.
Nice scoop there by Goexerri inside, sends it deep. Bueno's there to make that catch.
Nothing better than having a front row seat.
That's we've been saying it, Lindsay. It's the best seat in the house right here. You can see everything develop back here, too, which makes it easy for me to do my job as the color guy.
Well, if you're the color guy, then we're in big trouble, because...
Normally, you know. Scoop there by Alex. Oh, the cortada. Caught the top of the pad. Any part of that pad is bad. Make it 3 straight points for the Renegades, Goexerri and Ben. Now, Goexerri and Ben have just really kind of struggled to figure out how to play together on this court early on. Goexerri a little bit more aggressive today, and also give Ben a lot of credit. He's been working hard. He's been catching much better here in the backcourt, which is going to give Goexerri more confidence in him. Yeah, if Goexerri just, well, what a scoop that was there inside at the 7 line. But yeah, if Goexerri stays like the 7 line, maybe 8 line, that's as deep as he goes, and let Ben play the rest, probably should work out a little bit better for the Renegades. Alex is deep too. He's at the 9, sends it inside. Ben waiting for it.
Ben's been finding his stride on this court for sure, and we've been seeing him improve steadily. So the two of them together have been a great double team to watch.
Alex puts it back inside. Goexerri inside placement. Bueno on the move. Oh, he got up there, but he did juggle the catch. Juggling the call and a 4th point for the Renegades.
I think that was the right call.
I think you're right, Lindsay, too. Yeah, you could definitely see a little bit of a ball. It's a flash of white for us back here. You just see it for a second. And to correct myself earlier, Goexerri and Ben, they are 1-3, not 1-2. So it makes sense. They've played 4 matches, not just 3. Goexerri backed up to the 8 line, sends it high, back inside. Bueno out of the way. Oh, but the chick-jack drops in there and scores 5 points for Goexerri and Ben into a possible set point.
Well, that chick-jack, it'll get you every time.
Yeah.
There's no defense for that.
No. Gets it over your head, thrown from the forehand. If it touches the floor first,
Brutal.
good luck. Sidearm serve, Bueno moves in on it. He controls it, shoots a carom. That lands in and scores. That's going to get the Warriors on the board with their first point, but still possible set point for the Renegades.
Well, there you go. Now it's a set.
Absolutely. Look, I mean, sometimes you see if the front quarter's not too aggressive, the back quarter later on in the set will just throw something from the back, and it worked out for him. Ben outside, low running backhand, catch by Alex. Alex ducks, Ben sends it over his head. Now he's got it in the middle of the court. Ben calls him off, in position, makes the grab, backhand. Floating in the corner, now Bueno. Ben reaching up at the last second, not gonna let that ball come out. Now Alex back inside from the 8. Catch deep in the backcourt there by Ben, almost on the back wall. This one cutting inside on the numbers. Bueno reaches in, plucks it off the side wall. Now Ben, 9 line, right up the middle. Alex watching it. Bueno steps in front of it. High scoop made by Goexerri. Gets the backhand off. Alex committing to the backcourt. It's the play. Bueno floats one up. Ben runs under it. He's at the 9 line. Powerful backhand follows. Alex steps back. Another blind catch deep in the backcourt. Beyond the 9 line. Goexerri into the costado, straight inside, gets by Alex, but Bueno's got his back up. Nice play, comes over the top, catch in the air by Goexerri. Cortada follows, scooped up by Alex. Oh,
Nice
look
catch.
at Ben. What a catch back behind him in the corner. Now Alex over Goenaga's head, looking for that third wall. Ben steps in front of it. Alex up a little further. He's at the 7 line. Backhand, dropping low. Goenaga able to cut it off. Goenaga Costado, there's a 2-wall. It opens and it scores.
That'll
Point
do it.
and set. Goenaga and Ben close it out 6-1. 2 minutes. We'll come back. Play set 2. Well, I think we can say for certain that is the best set that Goenaga and Ben have played together this season. This is a team, you know, historically, they've played together and they've put together some pretty good records. Always above 500 in this 4th division. Led, of course, by Goenaga in the front and Ben, great support in the backcourt. I think this team, more than any other, really struggled with the adjustment. Ben didn't have a lot of experience on a longer court. He looked a little bit lost in the first couple matches, and Goenaga was trying to make up for it. Now they're playing more like a team here. You see Ben, you know, from the 8 line to the back wall, making every catch. Goenaga doing a lot more damage up in the front because he's not so worried about what's happening back behind him. You know, for Goenaga and Ben, they started off with a loss to this Alex and Bueno team, their first match. Then they lost to Iturbide and Robin, and their only win came against Echeverry and Cubao. That was back on March 10th. And then their 4th match of the year, that was up against Douglas and Bueno of the Warriors. That one also went to a 3rd set where they lost 6-2 in that 3rd set. So look, for Goenaga and Ben, they've been knocking on the door. 3 of their 4 matches have gone on to a 3rd set, but they've only converted 1 of those into a win. And for reference, let's take a look here if we can while we have a few seconds at the standings. If we can't hear, take a look at the standings in our season of Battle Court. There you see the Chargers at the top, Cyclones in 2nd, Fireballs and Warriors tied for 3rd. Then you got the Renegades and Devils there in a tie for last place. You see how tight everything is right there? A full point for the Renegades would move them from outside the playoffs to squarely in. Half a point for the Warriors. I mean, just any points today really would solidify their spot in the top 4. About 6 or 7 game days left for all the remaining teams in Battle Court. So we're approaching the last third of the year pretty quickly. Teams are starting to make their push. Alex has got the serve, and he begins our 2nd set. Goenaga with a missed ball. That's going to get the Warriors. Alex and Bueno the first point of set 2. Yeah, just going for that serve. Want to make a play on it. It's right to him. Can't fault him at all. Just got to bring it in next time.
So I had to leave you there for a second, Andrew.
No.
But I did hear what you were saying.
You're good. No, you got it. That's an over serve, though. First fault, 2nd serve coming up.
And to go back to what we were saying before, Goenaga and Ben have so much potential.
Absolutely.
So it's just a matter of them kind of figuring it out.
And it could have been that first set. We were saying that seemed like the best they've played together.
Could have been.
Forehander Bote laid up. Goenaga into the Costado, sends it up the middle. There's Bueno, nice grab. Goenaga, he's backed up to the 7, sends it inside again. Bueno watching it. Alex getting in position, saves the rebote. Oh my, what a catch by Ben as he was running into that cage. Bueno goes up for one deep in the backcourt. Goenaga from the right side, kicks it off the sidewall. Bueno, great stop on the forehand. Ooh, but the throw got away from him. Up high and out of play. Goenaga and Ben tied up 1-1. Yeah, just a little unfortunate there. Tough catch coming at him, and then the forehand escaping like that. You can only think one thing, and that he didn't have full control of that ball.
Yeah, you hate to see that. Pad
Bueno's,
is bad.
That upper pad especially. We got a couple of pads here. We used to have just one pad. Now it's triple. Yeah, 3.
You got a lot of bad pads.
Yeah.
Opportunities.
Still
for
bad.
Pad is bad.
Forehander Bote right up the middle. Caught overhead. Here's Bueno. Sends it over Goenaga's head. Ben lines it up as it crosses the sidewall. Beautiful play. Another Bote for Alex. Ooh, that's kind of a wonky bounce right up the middle. Go into Goenaga's basket. There's a drop shot from the Costado. It scores. Goanaga and Ben take a 2-1 lead here in this second set. Love how aggressive Goanaga's been today. He typically throws a lot of costados, but he doesn't really throw a ton of shots off of them. He keeps it to the inside, but today he's thrown a lot of drop shots. He's converted to 2-wall. He's also gone high trying to pass. So when you throw that variety, it keeps the backcourt and front court guessing, and Alex and Bueno just haven't been comfortable yet.
Absolutely. It's a very strong way to start the day, I would say that. And I think he's been playing pretty aggressively all season. I mean, I've seen a different side of Goanaga on this court.
Yeah. And always with his positioning. Like, he's always here cutting off balls. It's just a matter of converting those into points, and they're doing a great job today.
Absolutely. He knows where to be.
Yeah.
And it's like you said, it's a two-step dance.
Oh, what a scoop by Alex.
Wow.
Catch by Goanaga. Right back up the middle. Alex, another flying one. Inside placement this time. Ben moving up on it. Makes the catch. Long rebote tracked down by Alex. Fired inside. Caught overhead. What control that time. Now Alex over the top. More sidearm throw. Back into the corner. Ben moves under it. No calls for Alex. Sends rebote back inside. Crossing the wall. Right to Goanaga. The backhand coming in high. It's tipped in the corner. 3-1 advantage for Goanaga and Ben.
That's a tough miss for Bueno. And it's a tough catch to make.
Look, I was going to say before that point, I mean, Bueno's been playing really well for the Warriors this year, and you can make a case that he's been the biggest reason why they've made their push as of late. He's had to sub for Cabrera, who's dealing with that foot injury, and he's filled in beautifully in the backcourt.
Yes.
It's a guy who wasn't even a full-time backcourter, 6 months ago.
Yep.
And now here he is playing just great.
On a bigger court.
Right. Everything really working against him, too, and he's just answered the call.
Yeah, higher pressure. Maybe that's what it takes.
That just got to be pushed in some case. That's what my parents have been telling me. Forehand rebote up high. Oh, but that's out of play. Make it 4-1 in favor of the Renegades, Goanaga and Ben. So now it's getting to the territory, well, looks like the Warriors are going to have to do something a little bit different. Alex is up there in terms of kills. He's second on the roster in total kills, but his kill rate is one of the lowest. He puts so much pressure on his opponents, but it's more the relentless pressure that gets them points instead of the actual effectiveness of the shot to shot.
That's very interesting.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what they got here. I mean, down 4-1. This is a lead that we've seen people come back from before. Oh, what a catch there along the sidewall by Bueno. And he gets it to pass. Now the rebote for Goanaga, kicking up the middle. Oh, and the tip ball. That's 5 points for Goanaga and Ben into a possible set, a possible match point. Boy, it's been a few misses on the catch from Alex today. I mean, the first point, that one there, it's those ones that are coming in a little lower that have kind of troubled him.
Yeah, I think at this point, I mean, you just want Alex to just go for it.
Yeah. And that's an underserve. First fault, second serve coming up. Right, just start to open it up a little more.
Yeah, any chance at this point. It's a big deficit, and they're 1 point away.
Right, and that 1 point in the first set was off of a carom by Bueno, too. So there hasn't been a ton of offense for the Warriors today.
Right.
Forehand cut off along the wall there by Goanaga. The backhand coming in high and deep. Rebote forehand turned inside. Ben, what a catch as that crossed the sidewall. Ben again, this time to the outside, coming in, backing up. There's Alex. Oh, long cortada. Picked up before the second bounce. What a play. Now Alex inside, it's a forehand. Oh, that escaped outside. That's not going to stay in play. Point, set, and match. Goanaga and Ben win it in straight sets, 6-1, 6-1. What a win there for the Renegades. They take a 2-0 lead on the game day as we head back over to Division I doubles next. Goexerri and Arta ready to take on Douglas and Manny. And let's take a look at some replays there from our last match. Folks, I apologize again. I was right the first time on Goexerri and Ben's record. That Douglas and Bueno match was not in their division. So they were only 1-2 in their division coming into this match. So Goexerri and Ben are going to still have 6 matches left to finish up their regular season, now at 2-2. And if they continue to play like that, that's a pretty good sign for the Renegades. Tip ball there by Alex. You see, not his best day either. But Goexerri he was everywhere. And Ben, terrific support back behind him. Take a look at that game day score now. Reflecting that second win for the Renegades. Division I doubles coming up next. And we also got Division I singles on the day too. First of 2 matchups between Goexerri and Douglas in the front court. So Division I next, then we'll get Division VI with Gallo and Ben against Williams and Bueno. Then Division I singles with Goexerri against Douglas. Then Division V, Arta and Gallo against Williams and Bueno once again. So Williams coming up from the taxi squad for his second appearance this season. Barba had a game earlier this week as well, and looked okay for coming up from the taxi squad. Made a couple of great catches too. We'll see what Williams has got coming up a little bit later. Just a couple seconds away from this interview. Practice still ongoing for that Division I doubles, but first we're going to hear from Goexerri and Ben over in the cage after that win. Let's hear from him. Goexerri and Ben, congratulations, guys. Ben, it's been an interesting season. You guys have only played 4 matches, and you're 2-2, coming off of what we were saying is probably your best performance. But how would you describe what we just saw out there from you and Goexerri?
We start in the jail. I take most of the responsibility. I love playing with this guy, and I hate disappointing him. And I know we're capable of because of what we've done in years past. So I think today was us catching our foot in the show we can do when we both click in. I'm listening to what he's doing, following his lead, and giving the opportunity to do what he does best, which is kill shots in the front.
Yeah, and what do you think was the difference today? Obviously, last time you played this team, 3-set loss, and tonight you just dominated in straight sets.
Well, I think that we were trying not to make mistakes, and I was trying to play a little bit more aggressive, throwing more shots. Today it worked. I'm happy for the win.
Awesome, guys. Well done there, and good luck the rest of the game day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Division I doubles ready to go here. Goexerri and Arta will take on Douglas and Manny. Arta subbing in the backcourt here for Ubia. Haven't fared all too badly here with Arta in the backcourt, though. 2-2 in the 4 matches that Arta has subbed in Division I doubles. Better record than Douglas and Manny have in Division I. That team just 1-3. Renegades have the serve. That's Goexerri, and we begin. High bouncing serve. Manny's got it outside. Sends it high. Arta's there. Forehander Bote, close to the sidewall. Arta moves up on it, makes the catch, sends it up. Now Manny. Left sider Bote there, picking up along the wall. Manny's right there to go up with it. Manny inside, gets it off at the 9 line. Backhand opens up. Arta takes it in. Oh, runner crossing that wall. Manny steps up, makes the play in the air. And cutting back inside, Arta reaches in, makes the play, sends this one even deeper. Robote now for Douglas, laid up from the 7 line, crossing the wall. Arta makes a great play. There's the backhand by Manny. Arta, nice reach inside, controls it, sends it back. Now the Robote. Douglas backpedals in the position, fires it up the middle. Catch overhead by Goexerri. Goexerri sending one deep from the left side. Back inside, there's Douglas. Goexerri, good foot speed, comes cross court to cut it off. Now the Robote, it's a forehand. Goexerri picks it, sends it deep from the 8. Right along the wall, Manny rips it off the numbers. Robote left side, up the middle. Oh, man, he goes way up that time. kicks this one off the wall. Drops between them. Arta saves Rebote. Douglas attacking. Picks it up. Sends it deep from the costado, and it kicked up and out of play. First point of our third match goes to the Renegades, Goexerri and Arta. That one to me is very frustrating for the players because they're just trying to pass with the costado, doing everything right, and then if that ball escapes a little bit, it kicks up and out of play.
Right, well, and that's the give and take of the kill shot, you know, because if you find your opportunity, you want to take it, but you also risk you might not make that catch to get there.
Right, it just typically you just wouldn't really see that bounce off the front wall, and you see how Douglas reacted. He's just couldn't believe it, and that's been common when players throw that shot and it kicks up and out of play. Backhand inside. Ooh, catch back in the corner there by Manny. Puts it up the middle. Now Arta, backhand. High and hard. Manny steps out of the way. Douglas comes back and saves the rebote. It clears the screen. Goexerri backpedaling. Just did get out there, but feeds Douglas in the middle of the court. Drop shot. Ooh, not droppy enough. Goexerri gets
Great
under
catch.
it. Rebote, 2-wall, snapped by Douglas, picked off the net by Goexerri, coming back, Manny tipped it. 2 points for Goexerri and Arta of the Renegades.
So I know that we're seeing a sub version of this Renegades Division I team.
Yes.
Is this the first time, remind me, is this their first time seeing each other on the court?
I believe...
Just wondering if...
No, they did play back, it was just last week, right, on the 17th. So that had to have been...
So this is...
We'll get you that next time, but this is the second matchup between these two teams.
Got it.
Oh, what a catch there along the wall by Arta. Sends it deep. Rebote back for Douglas. Powerfully turns one over the top. Arta moves in, makes the catch.
The reason for my question is just trying to jog my memory on who here is trying to redeem themselves.
Well, it's always important, like in that last match, you know, Goenaga and Ben played a little more inspired because they lost the first match, and you can see that.
Yep.
Big backhand there by Arta. Rebote played up at the 6 line by Douglas, powerfully thrown. Arta, stop at the 10. Now Manny from deeper in the backcourt floats one up. Arta charging down the inside, makes the play. This one, ooh, late contact with the sidewall. Goexerri attacking, drop shot from Goexerri. Manny got there and got it off in time. Now Arta tries to get it off quickly, sends it back. Oh, but might have overthrown it. Douglas able to play the rebote. Catch inside there, Arta. 2-wall by Arta from the backcourt, opens and scores.
Arta's just been killing it with those 2 walls.
Oh, wow. I see what you did there. That was good. 3-0 lead for the Renegades. I mean, from the backcourt, too. That's incredible. Yeah, Goexerri was looking for a call on that catch by Manny. Didn't see a lot of a juggle. Probably closer to holding than juggling. But, yeah, if Arta can throw the 2-0 like that.
Yeah. I'm glad you appreciate my dad jokes.
It's all over it. Low runner inside. Man, what a catch there by Goexerri. Oh, this is right on the wall. Douglas gets all he can behind it. Goexerri attacks again. Philo! Ooh, opens up and scores. 4 points for Goexerri and Arta. Yeah, that's vicious.
That's nasty.
The Philo, the costado straight to the outside. That was Goexerri's go-to shot before. He really struggled killing it early in the season. I mean, his kill rate on that particular shot was like less than 20%. He's opened it up as of late, and look at that. Just fires it above the pad, and it's just thrown so hard. It's difficult to get a read on exactly where that ball's opening up.
There's nothing you can do with that.
No. That's an underserve. First fault. Second serve coming up.
And that's, I mean, that's the frustration with anyone who plays against Goexerri at any point, because he's just everywhere, and you can be you can be as good as Douglas, and he just finds a way to get where you're going, and always a few seconds ahead of you. That's what it feels like anyway.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely right. Seems like he's got the answers to the test before he even takes it.
That's right.
Forehand to the inside, catch there by Arta, the backhand coming up. There's Manny picking one off in the corner. You know, that philo for Goexerri, that's his 8th philo kill, which is the most of anyone on the roster, and he's thrown more attempts than anybody, almost like twofold. So, I mean, that's his shot, but he's starting to really figure it out.
That's for sure.
Backhand inside, dropping low. Goexerri's right there, makes the catch. Now he goes deep. Manny picks one off deep in the backcourt.
That also goes to show that risking it in the front is worth it. You know, he's making all these attempts, and he's also leading in those shots.
Well, absolutely right. And if you go to like the out of play, Goexerri's second in out of play throws, but as long as you're up there at the top of kills, that's okay. Forehand rebote turned over the top. Oh, what a scoop there by Goexerri on the right side. Now Manny, high forehand, crossing the wall, right back to him. Forehand inside, catch there's Douglas. Inside placement, not enough. Arta moves up, makes the catch, sends it high and deep. Tries to get it past Manny, no. What a catch blind overhead. Now Goexerri inside, he's got the costado. Out of a drop shot, not droppy enough. Douglas sends it back, trying to pass. Oh, but it comes right to Arta. He goes high. Manny backing up, makes the play. Now the forehand. Crossing the side wall, right back to Arta.
These high bouncers are also something that are kind of new to the gameplay, and they're important because they start to exhaust your opponent.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but it makes it a lot harder, I think, for the front quarter to find those kill shot opportunities.
Yeah, and a premium on catching the ball in the air, too. When you get that bounce like that, you don't want it to touch the floor if you don't have to.
That's I think, why we're seeing so many chick chats.
Yeah. Now Manny, left side opening up again. Arta now with the forehand. Right over Douglas's head, crossing the wall, gets it on the floor, but Manny makes a great pickup. Goexerri a little extra behind this one. Manny steps up, makes the play. Now the backhand coming in. Goexerri steps back, cuts it off. Rebote forehand there. Douglas sends it up, tries to go wall to wall. Arta steps in front of him. Now Manny from the 10 line, backhand dropping in lower. Goexerri steps back, cuts one off again. Douglas trying to trap him deep in the corner. Arta again makes the play, sends it up high. This one cutting inside. Manny picks it off the side wall. Manny again, coming back to Arta now, 9 line. Able to pass, now Douglas goes down to the floor, sends Rebote up. Ooh, miscommunication, but Arta able to adjust and make the play. Goexerri on this one, calls him off, makes the catch, sends it high and deep. This is coming out, way out. Douglas in the middle of the court, drop shot off the rebote. Arta got there with one hand, gets it off. Douglas tries to send it back. Oh, but Arta in position. What a sequence. Manny now moving up at the 9 line, backhand up the middle, catch by Goexerri. Goexerri tries to beat him to the inside. Oh, Manny just got up to it. A little bit higher this time, kind of died off the back wall. Douglas works his way around it, sends the rebote up, right back to Arta. Catch now by Manny from the 10 line. Opening up, Goexerri to get it over Manny's head, not gonna let him. Great defense in the backcourt. Now forehand kicks off the sidewall. Goexerri from the costado, sends it up. Almost past Manny. Great defense once more. 2-all. Opens wide, and it scores. 5 points for Goexerri and Arta. They got a possible set point. And after all that long rally, back and forth the whole way, Goexerri just cuts open a 2-all that's perfect. Take another look at this one.
I don't think it could get more perfect.
No, look at
I
where
mean,
it
right
lands.
at the line, yeah.
Yeah, it got it to open up away from Douglas, too. I mean, he's quick. He was moving that way, but just beat him.
Well, he had plenty of time to figure out what he wanted to do. That's for sure.
No, absolutely. 5 straight points here. Chance to close it out. Rebote left side for Goexerri. Turns it in. Oh, that kicked up, and it's tipped. Point and set. Goexerri and Arta win it 6-0. 2 minutes. We'll play set 2. Six nothing. Goexerri and Arta take that opening set of this third match. So Lindsay was trying to get the result of the last match. So here it is for sure. So it was on 3/17, March 17th they played. The confusion was Goexerri and Arta actually played 2 matches that day, and they won both of them. They beat Alex and Manny 6-2 in a third set, and they actually beat the Warriors, Douglas and Manny, which is the #1 team, in straight sets. That was 6-4, 6-5. So again, should give this Renegades team a little bit of confidence knowing that they've already beaten these guys, even though they're a little bit short-handed today without Ubia. And of course, you know, you got number 20 on your team, and if he continues to play like that, you know, I think he got all the confidence in the world, not only for today, but moving through the rest of the season. This is the 9th match that Goexerri and Arta have played together this season because they've actually had to step up in the Division 1 team as well, like today. 4-4 record overall, including 2-2 in Division 1, so really not all too bad that Ubia's gone out, and they've been able to manage okay so far. Douglas and Manny, though, lost their first 2 matches of the year to Zuleika and Migarena and Arruti and Nicholas. Then they beat Echeverry and Arats in straight sets, 6-4, 6-5. But then last match was a loss to Goexerri and Arta. Just not a ton of offense today for the Warriors. Douglas, he's streakier more in terms of his shot selection. Like when he's on and he's feeling it, he might throw 10 2-alls in a row or 10 in a set. If he's not fully confident, and it also depends on who's playing against him, because Sherry's one of the best defenders, he may be more reluctant to throw him. And I think that's kind of what you're seeing, a combination of the both. He knows Goexerri's up there against him right now. He doesn't want to get beat if Goexerri's able to stop some of these 2-walls. But after dropping the first set 6-0, I mean, you kind of need some wholesale changes. So we'll see if they change it up here coming out for set 2. Douglas and Manny will have the serve to begin this second set. Again, coming up next, Division 6 with Gallo and Ben against Williams and Bueno. We begin with an overserve. First fault, second serve coming up. Ball missed off the second serve. That's going to get Douglas and Manny their first point. Rare miss, especially off that second serve from Arta. Warriors needed a break. See how they convert that. Manny, right side, back inside. Crossing the wall. Goexerri's on it. Low runner, Douglas, what a catch, and crashes into the side wall. Rebote forehand, Douglas off his footing, sends it up high, Goexerri backs up, he's got the costado, turns it inside looking for a bounce. Manny controls it on the right side. Ooh, that was a tough pickup, Arta made it. Now rebote for Douglas, kicking up at the 6, that one is missed. Rare miss. That's a point for Goexerri and Arta. Door tied up. Rare miss on that rebote from Douglas. I mean, right side, he can send it wall to wall, and Like, not often does he just give the point away like that.
Yeah. And I'm sorry I keep having to leave you right when you're, but I did hear you, and I appreciate you looking into that for me. I mean, this Renegades team is really doing something, especially not having that key player. Arta has been stepping up, but kind of like you said, you don't want a front quarter who's hesitant, right? And Douglas has all the power and skill in the world.
Right. As that forehand scores for Goexerri, gives the Renegades a 2-1 lead. Yeah, I mean, to miss a rebote like that, I mean, just trying to push and throw it a little bit harder than he's used to. But, look, I mean, Goexerri shows you don't really need it. And Manny, again, he's protected the chick-jack and the chula back there. He's waiting to make sure Goexerri doesn't send it over his head. It's very difficult to cover both the front and back wall when he decides to cut off the swing like that. That's an underserve. First fault, second serve coming up.
Yeah, I hear you.
And I really like when players throw it to open space because it shows me that they're not just throwing balls to throw them. They're actually seeing the court very well, and that was a perfect example by Goexerri. Douglas was on the wood. Manny was at the 10 line. Just drop it inside. You don't need to be a hero. Don't need to blast the cortada. Just get the point, and Goexerri did.
Yeah, there's a time for that hero shot, and then there's the time for the practical play.
Just nice and simple. Oh, what a catch. Goexerri goes flying into the backcourt. Now the rebote for Douglas. Oh, but the overserve line. It's going to clear the screen somehow. It opens up. Goexerri knows where to be. And Manny also perfect positioning. Now he's back inside and scoops it up off the cortada. Oh, what range by Goexerri there. Inside placement. Arta backing up. Nice catch on the right side. Right over Douglas's head. Crossing the wall. He's in position. Takes it in. That's a long two
There
ball.
it is. There it is.
That opens and scores. 2-2. Tied up. Well, that's, yeah. I mean, you just love to see that from Douglas. And, they lost 6 straight points in the first set. They got down here in set number 2. So you figure he's going to start throwing it at some point. And that's a perfect shot.
He had to do it.
Yeah, and it also gets Goexerri off the inside a little more, too, because he's got to respect that 2-wall. He doesn't want to get beat on that a few times in a row. Goexerri. Douglas fires it inside. Catch by Arta. Now the rebote coming back to him. Douglas, forehand save. Manny in the middle of the court. Right over Goexerri's head. He's looking for it. Takes it in before it crosses that side wall. Long rebote, track down. Goexerri pumps it back. Manny, blind catch overhead in that corner. Ooh, Goexerri takes it off the sidewall once more, plays it deep, clearing the screen. This one's right on the numbers. Douglas turns it powerfully right to Arta's forehand.
One thing that the viewers don't get to see is just how close that ball flies past their heads. I mean, these guys are fearless. It's freaking me out, but what just happened?
Ball dropped there by Manny inside. That's a 3rd point for the Renegades. Tough break. No, but as you were saying, no.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good.
just have a job to do, But it's actually making me want to add a camera here because it's a viewpoint that gives you a lot of perspective on what's happening. It's hard to see from those side angles.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we do the best we can, but even if it's just for a jump scare, it'll work.
Just something, yeah. I mean, right here between where Stu and I usually sit, even probably more to the inside, like along the wall, but you get an appreciation for how the shots open up and
just how fast that ball is going.
And how this ball is moving out there, too. Long rebote this time. Douglas off his footing, sends it back, gets it into the backcourt. Arta moves in on it. Rebote. It's a carom.
Wow.
Forehand carom rebote by Douglas in a Division I doubles match. You don't typically see that, folks, and that was perfectly executed. We're tied up 3-3. Yeah, that was pretty nasty. It tripped me up because you don't usually see this in doubles. You see it in singles. It scores about 3% of the time. We can ask Ethan about that for sure from Rebote Analytics, but In doubles, it's less than 3%. And that was the best one we've ever seen. Oh, but the Renegades get it right back. Low runner on the wall, quick point. Renegades take the lead 4-3.
I love to see Douglas get fired up like that. I mean, when he plays like that, that's the Douglas you like to watch.
Absolutely. No, it's a lot of fun, and he's got all the skills in the world. I think in this matchup too, you don't want to get beat by Goexerri outside, but you still have to throw something that makes him respect your game, and Douglas is starting to do that late.
That's for sure.
Little bullet inside, catch there by Arta from the 9, keeps it low. Douglas goes up for it. Just rifles it into the corner. This comes shooting off the back wall. It escapes, and that's going to land out. 4-4 is the score. Douglas and Manny serve.
Well, look at the difference. I mean, you have 6-0 in the first set, and now we're seeing a much more even fight.
Right. Just throwing a couple shots and them scoring for Douglas gets a lot of confidence, and again, also does something to Goexerri on top of it. Low backhand, Manny gets out of the way. Douglas fires the rebote up. Douglas a little deeper now. Back of the 9, puts it inside again. Rebote comes off the back wall. Goexerri turns it high inside, looking for a bounce. Manny controls it on the right side. Ooh, my, what a catch that was. Across the wall, so did Goexerri. He made the play. Oh, that one really dying. Goexerri all he can behind this throw. Douglas steps in front of it from the forehand, rifles it back, crossing the wall. Goexerri called him off early and able to send the rebote back in.
Oh, no.
And it's tipped. Oh, boy. 5 points for the Renegades into a possible set point. You know, it's sequences like that. Douglas has got it on the forehand in the middle of the service box, throws it right back to the Renegades, and one throw later, the Renegades get the point. I mean, that is such a good opportunity for the Warriors. Not as aggressive of a throw as you would like to see in that situation, and it backfires.
Yeah, and I think a little bit, you know, not letting your back quarter do his job. Just in that situation. Manny was there and
tried to make a tough play, and boy, Goexerri comes right in front of Arta and scoops it up there, as we were saying.
Talk about not letting your back quarter do their job, right?
Now Arta from the 9, backhand high and deep. Rebote kicking out. Turned on the right side by Douglas. Goexerri waiting for it as it crosses the wall, and he makes the catch. Arta now from the 10 line, turned inside, picked off. There's Douglas, the backhand. Stopped by Arta. Well, across the wall late, Manny reached in, backhand now. Goexerri able to cut it off. He's at the 9 line. Turns it back in, Manny waiting for it. Arta plucks it off the sidewall, sends it deep. This one opening up. Douglas makes his way outside, fires it back. Arta all alone and makes the high scoop. Catch inside, there's Arta. Backhand, right along the wall. Manny moves in on it. Back to Arta now, same spot, just beyond the 9. Floats it inside, Manny gets to it. Rebote left side by Goexerri. Oh, it kicks up to the middle of the court, and it's dropped. Point, set, and match. Goexerri and Arta keep it rolling for the Renegades. 6-0, 6-4. And the third win of the day for the Renegades in as many opportunities. So, halfway through the game day, the Renegades know they're getting at least half a point today, and they got a chance to convert that to a full point. In one of these next 3 matches, we'll see Gallo and Ben against Williams and Bueno up next.
Real Money Games are live in Florida. Real Money Games are live in Florida!
Real Money Games are live in Florida.
Real Money Games are live in Florida!
Real Money Games games powered by Pass Motor Racing are now live in Florida, only on Hard Rock Bet. All you need is $1 to start. Win money your first 24 hours or get a games bonus back up to $100.
Let's take a look at that game day score here. 3-0 in favor of the Renegades. So maybe this is the day the Renegades start to turn that season around. I mean, not all too bad. I mean, you see 3.5 points. They're tied for last place, but again, only 1.5 outside of being in second and 2.5 of being in first. Big day brewing. Goexerri and Arta over in the cage, ready to go. Let's hear from them after that win. Congratulations, guys. I mean, Goexerri, you got Arta behind you here for the second time against Douglas and Manny, and you were able to win both. What was the key tonight to close it out in straight sets?
Yeah, I play comfortable with Arta. We have good relationship out of the court too, and that is important to play together too. He played really good today, and we win both of the games against them. And I think that if we play like that, we can beat anybody, and we did a great job today.
Awesome, guys. Really well played there. Arta, will give you some rest. You still got one more match, but a great start for you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Let's go.
Gallo and Ben coming up next. And again, that team has been the best team record-wise for the Renegades all year. 5-1 record for Gallo and Ben. They put that on the line as they take on Williams and Bueno. Williams, a familiar face to the program, but he's one of those taxi squad players. He is coming up into this spot because Correa was a late scratch today. A new father, Correa. So we wish him well. Hope the baby's doing well, the mother and all that. But congratulations to Correa, and it will be back here soon. So Williams gets the call today, playing up in the front court here.
Is that confirmed? Fully confirmed? He's a dad?
I thought so, but I very well could have just spoiled news that should not have been broken. But that's all right. Sorry, I don't know if he's watching. Allegedly, he may not have had a kid. We'll see in a few more months.
Correa is allegedly a father.
Sorry, Anderson. All right, Gallo and Ben ready to take on Williams and Bueno here. And the Warriors need all these wins. I mean, Williams comes into this one in a pretty big spot. He's been featured one time this season coming in from the taxi squad. That was a loss that he played in, but they're going to have his hands full with this Gallo and Ben team. I mean, 5-1 on the year. They've looked really strong. Ben's been playing much better. There's the serve. And we begin. I was going to say, too, Gallo's also been great up there in the front court. So this is just a really strong team and very balanced team for the Renegades. Bueno. From the backcourt, sends it up the middle, picked off there by Ben. Robote forehand, right up the middle. Gallo takes it in. He's got it on the right side. Cortada coming in low, scooped up there by Bueno along the wall. Ben from the right side, looking across. Bueno's on it. Oh, boy, committed to the backcourt. Now tries to get out for the Robote. That's not going to make it. First point of our fourth match goes to the Renegades, Gallo and Ben. Now, you see Bueno, I mean, he was trying to play the back wall and try to get out there for the Robote. What we've seen this year is when you try to play the entire court, like play 1-on-2, it really does not work out here. There's too much space. This ball bounces a little too much. You just have to play a team game. I know he's trying to make up for maybe some things up in the front, but still got to let Williams play. That ball missed inside by Gallo. We're going to tie it up here 1-1.
Well, I think the idea, I mean, the strategy at least would be for me, not that I'm a professional highlight player or anything, but when you're working with a sub and someone who's not playing all the time, getting all the same amount of practice, I think your game is just keep catching. I mean, just let your opponents make the errors.
Right. Just make one catch. I mean, you just got to simplify it. And there, he saves Robote. Gives it to Gallo outside, though. Gallo goes high. Three-wall play opens up. Williams is in position, and he saves the Robote. Gallo outside makes the catch. This one's a low runner. Caught in the air by Bueno. Now Ben moving in. He's at the 8. High and deep. Long Robote coming out. Williams is on it. Turns it on the right side. And it's dropped. Williams and Bueno here get 2 points and the lead. And because Williams, he's very capable of doing that. He can save the rebote. He can make some catches. And yeah, he doesn't need to be a hero out there. He just needs to play his role up in the front court and let Bueno do everything else.
Yeah, you just boil it down to its simplest form. You got to get the serve in, and then you just got to catch that ball. Don't do anything fancy.
Yeah.
Let your opponents mess it up for themselves.
Yeah. And so far, I mean, a few unforced errors for the Renegades. Rebote left side by Williams.
Wow.
So it's going to be a 2-wall. Gallo's on it. He goes high, looking across the wall. This time gets by Bueno. Oh, he was there for the rebote, but it came up short. Second point for the Renegades. We're tied 2-2. Great effort by Bueno, turning to look for the rebote off the back wall. Just hard to make that save after a clean miss.
You took the words out of my mouth. Great effort.
Ben now from the 9 line to the inside. Bueno makes the catch. Gallo left side rebote. This one's got a big bounce. Bueno attacks, makes the catch. Karam by Bueno. That'll score.
Well done.
Bueno makes it 3-2, gives the Warriors the lead back. Yeah, one thing with Gallo and Ben this year is, you know, for as good of a team as they are with that 5-1 record, they don't throw a ton of winners. I mean, in their 5 wins, they've only converted 6 winning shots altogether, and they've given up 12 to their opponents, which means they're a little more susceptible to the kill shots. And look, that's a way for this Warriors team to get back in it. So that's an overserve. First fault, second serve coming up. And also Gallo and Ben, they win, let's see here, over 70% of their points off of tip balls from their opponents and missed rebotes by their opponents. That's a recipe for a big upset, for a team that just relies on catching. And so far, Gallo and Ben haven't caught as reliably as they have all season.
Well, they're both, it seems, are playing the same game.
Yeah, exactly. And when you don't throw the shots, you hang around, you get a couple extra throws. I mean, you could be the one that ends up missing it instead of your opponent. And that's kind of what we've seen early on. There's been 2 misses, one missed by Ben and one by Gallo you wouldn't really expect. Now Bueno from the 7 line. It's a forehand. Crosses the side wall and the tip.
Unfortunate miss in the back.
Leads up to 4-2. Warriors serve.
I also think that there is a little bit of, you know, knowing that your opponents are coming in with a sub and that it should be, I hate to use this word, but a little bit of an easier match.
Sure, yeah.
Sometimes that puts you in a little bit of a mental state of complacency, maybe.
And to that point, they've come out a little bit slower and made more unusual mistakes than we're used to seeing. So I think you're right on it. Bueno here.
Thank you.
That one crossing in the corner. Look at Ben. Came across his face and still made the play. Now Williams. Oh, this one sticks inside. Tough one, though. Ben picks it up.
Great catch by Ben.
Plays it deep now. Rebote for Williams. Left side rebote to the outside. Comes up on Gallo, but he scoops it up. Now a low runner on the wall. Bueno's got it.
Nice. So what you're saying is that we're in for a match of unforced errors.
I think that's what we're going to be seeing. And a lot of play to the inside on this point. Williams diving save, kind of opens up a bit. Now Gallo. Oh, right to Bueno there, and he makes the catch on the right side. Bueno comes over the top. This one sticks along the wall. Ben left early, still made the play. Now this one's got a big bounce on it. Bueno settles in the corner, running out of space, but he comes away with the ball. Now Ben takes in that floater, sends it up the middle. Ooh, Bueno working through some traffic, makes the play. Another Karam. Gallo was on it, but did not make the catch. 5 points for the Warriors. Williams and Bueno, they got a possible set point. And you can see in the numbers with this team, because they don't throw a lot of winners, they're also not being tested too much to the outside. I mean, you think, you look at their winners, they've given up 20% of their points off of winners, and then another 16% of their points tips off of kill shots from their opponents. So, yeah, wow. I mean, that's the way to beat this Renegades team, is attack them up there in the front, throw some shots, and you might need a few breaks, but they've gotten them so far. Rebote forehand for Williams. Laid up. Oh, that's floating there, kind of. Ben makes the play. Sends it back. Wall to wall. Rebote turned by Williams. Coming outside. Ben's on this one. Bueno. Great read on that ball. Was moving the entire way. Made the catch. Ben retreating to the corner. Comes out on the right side. Over the top. Williams is right there. Makes the catch. Costado. It's a split placement. Oh, Ben got there before the second bounce. It's crossing the wall. Oh, what a scoop by Bueno.
Another one.
Ben outside, and that one escaped. Point and set. Williams and Bueno win it 6-2. 2 minutes, we'll come back and play our second set. Wow, 6-2. Williams and Bueno take that opening set over Gallo and Ben. Not how we're used to seeing this Gallo and Ben team play. I mean, they have one loss this year, came against Eggy and Robin. They lost 6-2 in a third set. They're coming into this match winners of 3 straight, 2 of those matches in straight sets, and just kind of nothing like we've seen today. The defense from Gallo a little bit shaky. I mean, the catching not quite there. Ben a few misses from for himself in the backcourt too. And it's not just this team. I don't want to make it like personal with Gallo and Ben, but it's just all teams that don't throw a lot of shots are susceptible to big upsets, like you're seeing brewing right here. You know, there's so many things that could happen. There's so many bounces that could, that can occur out here, and you're only playing up to 6. I mean, these sets can get away from you pretty quickly, and that's exactly the case for Gallo and Ben. I mean, they were up early. Didn't ever feel like that set was going to get away from them. And then in a hurry, the Warriors went on their run, and next thing you know, 6-2, they win that first set. And the Renegades are, I mean, they're itching to get this set started. I mean, about halfway through the break here, and they want to get going. And I can understand why. And for the Warriors team, got to tip your cap to Williams and Bueno. This is the first time that they've been paired up together. Bueno doing a little bit more of the work in the back, but every ball that came to Williams after the first one was successfully saved, or he kept the rally going. The rebote looked reliable. His catching was there, and that's all he's got to do. He doesn't need to do too much, especially if Gallo's not throwing shots. Now, if I'm Gallo and I'm playing in this match, I'm testing Williams up there. I'm not throwing the ball to Bueno in the backcourt. And we'll see if that strategy kind of shifts here in set number 2. But Bueno was playing a little too many balls for my liking in that first set, rather. Looks like all the players are ready to go. Judges are making their way out there. You'll hear the whistle in about 2 seconds. And then we'll begin our second set. Here's a serve, set 2. It's underway. Forehand rebote, catch there by Bueno at the 8. He goes deep, wall to wall. Rebote now for Gallo. Right side rebote, clears the screen. Bueno backing up, and he juggled that catch. Juggling the call, Gallo and Ben take the first point of set number 2. Yeah, tough juggle, but again, we saw that ball kind of pop out of the middle of Bueno's basket. That was right in front of us, and it was a good call by the back judge. Ben has to scoop it. Cannot. Williams and Bueno get it their first point. We're tied up. And very quickly, back to even.
Yeah.
That's what you got to do at this level. Put it on the floor. That bounce, you'll see so many more missed catches if you get that ball on the floor. Ben very good at reading it in the air. Former tight end. I mean, this guy's got hands, and he can read the ball very well. Long rebote now, coming up the middle. Williams turns it right back inside. Ben has got it on the forehand. Bueno moves in on it, makes the catch. Now a backhand from the 7. He passes. More wall. Rebote for Gallo. Oh, nice catch by Williams. He keeps it low. Ben moving cross court, gets out to it.
You were saying something about court sense?
Yeah, He's all over that one. He's quick, too, on top of all the skills. Gallo, high and deep, long rebote. Williams sends it inside. Ben moving up on it, makes the play. Oh, that one died. Williams got to come back for it. He cannot save the rebote. Gallo and Ben take a 2-1 lead. It's a very heavy sound when that ball hit the back wall. I mean, we hear it pretty clearly back here. I don't know if you guys can on the broadcast, but that one you could tell was not going to come out as far as Williams was expecting, and then you see a miss rebote. Very difficult to read those, especially with his, as little time out there at game speed as Williams has this season. Oh, ball tipped off the side wall. Warriors get it back quickly. Now 2-2. Rebote to the outside. Gallo's right on it. Scoops it up. Backhand blasted into the corner. Bueno's out of the way. Williams is on the move. He saves it, but it's in that outer pad. And that pad is bad.
That hurts.
3-2 lead for the Renegades. Yeah, I mean, everything working there. Williams is in position. Tries to go down to the ground. Just hooked that rebote a little bit.
I mean, you got to give the guy so much credit because he's coming in and he's playing up in the front. And he's subbing, and it's not a position that he's used to playing, and with a partner he's used to playing with.
Well, to that point, Lindsay, Carballo, who is a 4th-ranked sub, would have the lowest catch rate of any battle court player if he would qualify on attempts. And Carballo was 3 levels higher than Williams when he was a full-time battle court player. So to that point, it's very difficult to come in off the taxi squad, even with practice, sufficient practice.
Yep.
These guys are really talented out there and pretty good.
I don't envy him.
Yeah. Cortada stays low. Williams is on it. What a good catch inside along the wall. Ben now. This one cutting back in. Bueno makes the play. He goes high. Looking to pass. Ben's there. Now Bueno backing up. Gallo's got it on the right side. It's a forehand. Goes 3 walls. Gets it by Bueno. Williams, nice save on that rebote. Gallo works his way in front of him. It's a big forehand this time. Bueno not going to get to it. Williams again alone in the middle of the court. Returns it 2 walls. Gallo good pickup again. There's a carom. It's going to land in. Williams is on it. Makes the stop. Cortada coming back from Williams. That scores. Williams and Bueno knotted up at 3-3. Well, different Williams than we saw the first time off the taxi squad. He's looked much better today, and now they're starting to test him a little bit more, and he still had every answer. Really good play so far by Williams, and tied up in this second set. Ben sends this over Bueno's head. Williams again, he knows he's alone, but cannot save this rebote. 4-3 lead back to the Renegades. And I think an effective strategy for both teams here. He just blasted over Bueno's head, forced Williams to beat you with that rebote, and again, if you'd rather have one of these 2 players touch the ball, it certainly would be Williams compared to Bueno. Gallo waiting for that one across. He lines it up perfectly there along the side wall. Catch in the corner. Bueno gets it off at the 9. Coming up the middle. Ben's got it. Rebote forehand for Williams. Turns it inside. Ben moving up. Great stop on the forehand. Ben. Bueno rather. Shoots a Cortada. Low and hard. Gallo comes cross court. Scoops it right up. Wall to wall. Bueno out there for this rebote. Turns it inside. Ben moved up. Now retreats. Makes the stop on the bounce. Oh, tough one. That's missed. 5 points and possible set point here for Gallo and Ben. With a chance to push this match to a third set. Be the first match that has gone to a third set today. Ooh, that's an overserve.
Traffic
First
jam.
fault. Second serve coming up. Yeah, there was.
Good thing it was on an overserve and not on an actual point.
Yeah, that may have been would have been interference, I would hope, if that was the point. There's a lot happening in the back. Bueno's got this serve. Backhand inside, catch off the side wall. Bueno keeps this one low at the 9 line, caught by Ben. Ben sends it deep. Bueno waiting for it at the 10 line. Ben on the forehand. Oh, drops right in front of Bueno. Great pickup on the bounce. He comes over the top. Gal looking for it. He's got it off the side wall. Passing Bueno here. Williams on this rebote. Sends it powerfully up the middle. Ben. Great pickup again. Bueno running out of space. Committed to the right side. Made the catch. Outside placement. Not enough. Gallo looking for the chick-jack. Oh, that rebote came out, but not played. Point and set. Gallo and Ben win it, 6-3. 2 minutes, play our third and final set. A split set situation for the first time today, which means we're going to a third and final set. To find the winner of this fourth match of the game day, Division 6 doubles, Gallo and Ben. Tight contest here against Williams and Bueno. Now, we should also note that when Correa is back, this Division 6 doubles team for the Warriors has made an official court swap. The team started this year with Bueno in the front court and Correa in the back. Well, that has now officially changed. It's Correa in the front and Bueno in the back court. Now, Bueno's been playing great back there, so it makes sense why they would put him full-time, and Correa's actually looked a little more comfortable in the front court here. So I think that makes a lot of sense for that Warriors team. But without Correa today, that's why they got Williams coming up from the taxi squad. Worked well in the first set. Set 2, a couple more of those unforced errors that you're kind of talking about at the beginning of the match, and that's what the Warriors need to eliminate if they want to come back and win this match here. So looking back at the standings here, this is also something kind of important to note. So you saw that the Warriors and Fireballs were tied with 4 points, and they're tied for 4th place here. The Fireballs have 25 total wins coming into today's game day. The Warriors had 24 wins coming into today's game day. Because those two teams are tied in the standings, we go to that tiebreaker, which right now the Warriors lead by, right now the Fireballs lead by 1. The Fireballs have 25 wins and the Warriors have 24. If the Warriors get swept today, that would knock them actually out of the playoffs because the Fireballs would own the tiebreaker and the Renegades would move ahead of them with a full point. So now there's a little bit more pressure on the Warriors. I don't think they know that because there's a lot of math that is involved there and people don't start asking me until you get to like the last few game days of the year. But because the standings are so close, it is kind of important to note. The Fireballs are 1 win ahead of the Warriors. The Fireballs have already played their 9th game day of the year. This is the Warriors' 9th game day of the year. So a winless game day and the Warriors would actually drop out of the playoffs. So again, a little more pressure here, but if Williams and Bueno can get just this 1 win, that would really go a long way. We begin with an ace. Williams got that one just over the underserve line and gives the Warriors a 1-point lead.
It's almost like he heard you.
Unbelievable. I mean, got it just past that underserve line. That was really close, but Ben was a little late to move up on it, and that's the difference between making the catch and not. Well, Gallo takes this second serve, lifts it high and deep. Coming in, long rebote for Williams. Turns it on the right side. Ben backing up, makes a good pickup. Bueno now from the 9, kicks it off the sidewall. Ben moves up, makes the play. Oh, Williams thought about it. Bueno attacks, shoots a cortada, low and hard. Gallo's all over it. Bueno backpedaling, now ducked out of the way, and Williams could not save that rebote. First point for the Renegades. We're tied 1-1. Yeah, that was a tough one. I mean, Bueno looked like he was there and then just like darted out of the way at the last second. That's tough on Williams.
Yeah, I think that was a communication issue right
sure.
there.
And I think they're gonna. Well, I see Arta moving back for a towel, top of the nice guy power rankings.
Yep.
Oh, and
see him in the corner
there he is.
Coming out.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, Stu, cover your eyes.
If he were here to see this.
Oh no. Oh no. I'm sorry, folks. Stu,
I don't even think
turn
there's
off your TV. Don't even look.
Oh, at least
Rock.
there is a towel on that.
Top 3 of the nice guy power rankings too. Oh man.
Well,
I just hope Stu isn't watching. But it was resolved quickly.
It was resolved quickly, and you saw all the nice guys standing in line to be nice.
That's an overserve. First fault, second serve coming up. There is a correlation between the guys that are quick to get the towels and the nice guy power rankings.
Right.
That is something to know.
The Venn diagram is a circle.
Some crossover for sure. Oh, Ben, not going to get to that one. Now the rebote for Gallo. Oh, turns it off the side wall. Bueno caught it in the air. That was a great play. Ben on the left side, sends it deep. Oh, that rebote died. Williams recognized it, came back for it, laid it up. Now Ben retreats, gets there at the 9. Kicks it off the sidewall again, right between the Warriors. Bueno handles on the bounce. Oh, that was a tough catch there by Gallo. Didn't really need it, but still made the play. This one going to the outside. Ben's on it. Bueno moves in, reads it perfectly, then plays it deep. Gallo's got to come back for this rebote. Right side save, kicking off the wall, back to Bueno. Cortada even lower this time. That one scores. Williams and Bueno take a 2-1 lead here in our third set. Now you're seeing Bueno doing something different with these forehands. Instead of sending them high back into the corner, he's actually throwing exclusively cortadas, hoping that Gallo gets involved up there in the front and goes for a difficult catch, but they've totally changed up the strategy here in this second set.
But that was a nearly impossible.
No, that was perfectly placed there by Bueno. It was a really good cortada. But just note too, like all these forehands are coming in a lot lower. So that is an overserve. First fault, second serve coming up.
Well, I think they're coming out here with an attitude of 0-0, you know? Nothing that happened before really matters, and everything is on this set. And
as the underdog, you want to go out swinging, too. I mean, you don't want to go down just watching and letting these guys take over the match, which they are capable of, and I respect that. Very good strategy, very well played, and that's why we're here in the third set.
Absolutely.
Rebote turned inside. Ben's on it. Ben just blasts it. That's going way out. Williams, left side rebote. Just controlled perfectly up the middle. Ben rather takes a little off. Bueno moves up, gets there before the second bounce. Ben now right side, back inside. It's one crossing. Bueno's on it. Oh, that's a tough one. Right off the sidewall late into Ben's basket. Now Bueno keeps it on the left side, sends it back in, then moves up. Tough one. Williams with a diving save. He will not get there. Trading points here in our third set, 2-2. Renegades serve.
Such a good effort, though.
Yeah, great effort by Williams. Coming back for that one. And, oh, boy. Look how quick he is here.
Yeah, so we don't even have him on camera because we don't want any proof of him coming out here with that mop that's Stu approved.
I had this vision in my head. I'm just happy to see that it was executed, but I apologize to Stu. Bueno from the 9, he goes deep. Ben, not going to let him pass, though. He's got it along the back wall. Forehand rebote. Gallo plays it wall to wall. That's a really nice throw. Williams scrambling, sends it up a little too high. That's in that overhead pad and out of play. Gallo and Ben take the lead 3-2.
High bouncer worked.
Yeah, those long rebotes too, a little bit more difficult for Williams. Lost a little control on the throw. Bueno moves up, shoots it low and hard. Gallo, oh, what a catch. Goes deep over Bueno's head. Williams again for this rebote. Forehand rebote save. Ben moves in on it, just could not make the catch. 3-3, tied up now with the Warriors serving. Ben did everything right there, moving up on that ball, trying to take it in the air. But again, the importance of crossing the side wall.
Well, I think he originally thought it was going to the outside and then read it and realized it was going to the inside, so he kind of had to run around Bueno. He took the long way there. And
absolutely. Oh, as that is an underserve. That was close. First fault, though. Second serve coming up.
Might have had a little bit too much time on that circuitous route to psych himself out.
Ben sends this one a mile high and deep. Rebote turned inside on the bounce. Ben missed it. Really well played there by Williams to give the lead back to the Warriors, 4-3. He's not overthrowing these rebotes, which is dropping them right in front of Ben and getting that ball on the bounce after crossing the side wall. Coming back to Ben's forehand is a difficult catch to control.
Well, and fun fact, Ben is a lefty, so
he is, absolutely.
He loves catching those left sides, which are usually where you want to keep the ball because it's hard for your opponent.
Yeah.
So
no, right on.
Playing his right side is not a bad idea.
That's a big backhand again. Williams, oh, turned inside. Ben backing up. Oh, he's got this one. High on the left side. Great play. Now Bueno. Puts it up the middle. Ben commits to the right side, makes the catch. This one not going to cross. Comes into Bueno, shoots it low. Gallo moving in, picks it up before the second bounce. Ben controls this one at the 10. Right over Williams' head. He's on this one. He makes the catch. Sends it high, crossing the wall. Ben, oh, what a catch in the air. Thought he was going to let that touch the floor for a second, but that was a great adjustment. Bueno goes over the top, picked up by Gallo. Gallo goes high and deep. Three-wall play. Williams is all alone for this rebote. Turns it inside on the bounce. Ben, he's got this one.
Great return.
Big bounce. Bueno controls it up high. Cortada, that one's even lower. Oh, my. Gallo got in there just before the second bounce.
Well, you think Gallo knows what Bueno's planning on doing now?
I think he's on it. It's a great stop. Oh, rebote was hooked into the top of the pad. Boy, that was close. All players watching, but that goes the Renegades' way. 4-4 is the score. Renegades serve. And that's why you see Gallo with a big smile on his face. He's like, look, man, I was dead. If that hit, I mean, there's no chance. Well, that was a hooked rebote. Everyone knew it, and it could have been a critical 5th point for the Warriors. Look at this. Everyone's watching. Williams, too. Oh, man, Gallo put his head down, too. They both knew it. That point was over, and it was either going the Renegades' way or the Warriors' way, and we're tied up. Fault, over serve. First fault, second serve coming up.
I mean, but how awesome would that have been if it worked? Just sure, for the sheer reaction we would have gotten out of Cool.
Oh, it would have been. The decibels would have been up there, man. It would have been quite the scream. Second serve is good. Bueno moves in. Backhand to the inside. Ben, left-sided catch. Sends it low. Now Ben here at the 10 line. Oh, able to pass. Bueno, rebote, that one died. Williams, though, with a diving save, keeps it in play. Gallo, Cortada low and hard, picked up by Bueno. Bueno shoots one now. Gallo's back in there. Bueno plays it deep. Ben backing up along the back wall, secures that catch. Now Bueno on the forehand, comes over the top, crossing the wall. Ben patiently waiting for it.
Great catch.
Yeah, left side again by Bueno. Takes a little off of it, gets it to Gallo, and then Gallo blasts it over his head. Back to Williams, left side save to the inside. Ben moving up on it. Good read. It's a tough one. Crossing the wall on the bounce. Bueno picks it up, controls the forehand, sends it right by Gallo, but he's there to cut it off. Ben in the middle of the court. From the 9 line, keeps it low. It's cutting back inside, right into Bueno's basket, though.
I don't know about you, but I'm nervous.
Yeah.
I have no skin in this game, but I'm nervous.
Gallo picks one off the wall. Now Bueno, it's a drop shot. It's not droppy enough. Gallo makes the catch, doesn't want to overthrow it, and Bueno makes him pay with a great catch overhead. Now Ben in the corner all alone. Wow. He's got it up high on the right side. Williams, catch. Costado to the inside where it scores.
Way to go.
5 points for the Warriors, Williams and Bueno, and a possible set and a possible match point. Costado to the inside, and Ben a little late to react to it.
Some unconventional stuff, but it is fun to watch.
It was a lot. What a great match. And I don't know if Williams has ever kept the Costado inside like that, so it's really hard to fault Ben, but that was just a good throw. 2 chances for the Warriors to win the match. Ben makes the catch off the serve, keeps it low. Bueno able to make a play on it. Remote forehand for Williams, turned inside, crossing that wall, Ben's on it. This one goes to the outside, Williams missed that rebote. So here we are at 5-5 in our third set. This is match point. Boy.
That's the great thing and the most heartbreaking thing about Jai-Alai. You know, you could be 1 point, killing the ball, just on top of the world, and the next point you're tied for match point.
All comes down to this. Bueno handles that serve, backhand stays low. Ben moving up. He's got it on the right side. Bueno now attacking. Forehand from the 6, keeps it low. Ben now on the back wall, handles. He's able to pass. Williams has got this rebote all alone. He keeps it in play. Ben, will he get there? He does not make the catch. Point, set, and match. Williams and Bueno keep the Warriors game day alive with a win in the third set, 6-5.
And I'm very much looking forward to what Bueno and Williams are going to say in this upcoming interview.
Real money games are live in Florida. Real money games are live in Florida.
Some fun replays here from this previous match that was won by the Warriors. And as Andrew was saying before, this match in particular was really important for the Warriors to get this win. It keeps them in playoff contention on top of being won by a team that's has a sub in from a taxi squad. Huge win and really exciting to watch. There he is. They just got it together. I mean, their communication was great. Williams was pulling some shots out of the bag that no one was expecting.
I mean, 5-4. I mean, that shot
They
at
went
4-4.
alone on the reactions.
Wow. This serve, too, to start off the third set. One to the inside. Williams here on this rebote, all over it, crossing the wall. Forces the miss there by Ben. And look at this one. Williams to the inside, tight to the sidewall, kept it low, and that one really was the difference. Warriors took the last point of a third set, and they won their first match of the game day. Keeping their chance at points alive today. They're going to need to win the next two, but Williams and Bueno got it done. We're going over to the interview. Williams and Bueno, guys, what a win that was. I mean, everything at stake there. If you lose, the game day's over, can't get any points. What was the thought stepping out there for that match, guys, and how are you able to get it done?
Bueno told me go out there, play like I play. Fundamental highlight, just stick to the principles, man. And we went out there and made it work, man. He's a great backcourter. He's a great team player. He had my back all the way, made me feel confident in every play, even when I made mistakes. And he was like, let's go. Those guys are ugly, and they holding our money, so we went and got it.
Awesome, guys. Bueno, we saw the forehands, especially in the third set. You started keeping them a lot lower compared to the first two. What was the strategy you were thinking there?
You know, make Gallo move around a little bit, but it's cool, man. Cool went out there. He made all the fundamental plays, man. You know, I told him no errors, man. We went out there. He didn't make no errors, bro. I mean, the same game plan will come out next time. The game day's not over, but he played excellent, man. I'm happy to be out there with him.
Awesome, guys. Big win there, and you keep your team alive. We'll see what happens up next. Thank you.
Go Warriors.
Go Warriors, baby.
All right, Goexerri and Douglas ready to go at it here in Division I singles. Goexerri, 5-1 record so far this season. That only loss handed to him by number 13, Douglas, who is 3-2 this year in singles.
Well, that was
Lived
intense fun.
Yeah, this will be a little bit different, but should be a lot of fun, too, here. With two top players on these teams going at it. There's the serve by Goexerri, and we begin this singles match with a forehand that escapes and kicks out of play. That's going to get Goexerri on the board first here in our fifth match.
So your bet is on intense fun on this match. I think mine is intense intensity.
I think that'll be it, too. Fun with the shot making, but it'll be intense for sure. And you got Douglas who already beat Goexerri first time around this season. So you know Goexerri's not taking this one lightly. Warriors need a win to stay in the game day. So it's fun to see what it's going to give here. Oh, Douglas switching to the right at the last second. That rebote is not going to make it up. 2 quick points for Goexerri. Goexerri's been on another level in singles, though. I mean, the last couple of weeks, that only loss against Douglas, 6-2, 6-5 in straight sets. Since that point, he beat Zuleika 6-1, 6-1. He beat Arta 6-1, 6-5. He beat Zuleika 6-0 in a third set. And then he beat Manny 6-2, 6-1. I mean, it's really been dominant stuff from Goexerri, and he's starting to get more and more comfortable with the shots. That is an over serve. First fault, second serve coming up. And for Douglas, you know, he lost his first match to Zuleika, won 3 in a row, and then last time out against Arats of the Devils. I mean, Arats just played great and beat him in straight sets. So, you know, Douglas is fired up coming out for this one, too, and eager to get a win. Douglas keeps his backhand low. Goexerri from the costado, 2 wall. That's 2 wide. Douglas going to get on the board here with his first point.
In terms of win percentage, do we have that? You know, Division I, do we have rankings yet?
Just like record-wise, you know, Goexerri 5-1, I believe, is the top record. Yeah, Nicholas 2-4, Rotz 2-3, Douglas 3-2, Zuleika 4-3, and then Manu at 2-5. Is that as an over serve? First fault, second serve coming up. So Goexerri, to your point, top of this group so far with that 5-1 record. And last season was a Division I singles all-star. So I mean, almost every year Goexerri is at the top or right there for the top spot in this group.
Douglas gets into backup into the corner. Goexerri fires it from the left side, wall to wall. Now a rebote. Forehand rebote, turned by Douglas. Deep in the corner, Goexerri gets it, makes a tough grab. Inside placement, Goexerri's on it, makes the catch. Costado, high to pass, gets it over Douglas's head. It's dropping and scoring. Goexerri makes it a 3-1 lead here.
That's a tough play.
And on this court, too, singles has become a lot more difficult on the defensive player. You know, before you let that ball get over your head, you have a chance to save the rebote. Here, if they throw it, and especially from the costado, that ball is just going to drop down when it hits the back wall.
Yeah, and the thing is that also Douglas is just as good of an offensive player.
Oh, yeah. Because that's an overserve. Second serve coming up. It's kind of like the doubles match where it took him like a set to get comfortable. He's streakier with the shots, but once he gets them started, you'll see a few more in a row.
Goexerri has an uncanny way of forcing players to play his game.
Oh, yeah.
But we've seen situations where if you catch, you get him off guard or you start to switch your pace up and you force him to play your game, he doesn't like that very much. So,
ball missed overhead there by Douglas. That's a 4-1 lead for Goexerri. Oh, but you're right on. I mean, if you can kind of get him off his game a little bit and Goexerri starts to push, that's where you want him. But again, that starts with throwing shots. I mean, you gotta set the pace yourself because Goexerri's typically the.
And that's exactly where I was going with that.
Yeah.
He has to remember that he's also just as vicious an offensive player and make those shots.
Right. Catch inside.
Great
Man,
catch.
what a play that was, right along the wall. Douglas, not a lot of space at that rebote.
Wow.
He turns it 2 walls.
No
Goexerri
way.
makes the catch.
Look at Douglas.
And he scores on the return.
I mean,
5 points, possible set point for Goexerri. Yeah, Douglas is asking for a hold, a travel, a juggle. He's asking for anything he can get. I know he's not going to get it because the refs don't change their calls. And we have no look back here. I'm not going to admit that. Yeah. So there you go. That's the difference between a ball rolling around the frame and actually being a juggle. It looked like that ball was dancing around the frame at first and then went into the basket. So that's very nuanced, but that might not technically be a juggle. 2-all. That
There
one's
you
going to
go.
open and score. So Douglas going to get his second point and the serve back. So still going here in this second set now, first set rather, with Douglas's second point. That's the 2-all that we've been calling for.
And you know what what's being said in Douglas's head? Justice.
Yeah. And the first time they played too, Douglas threw a bit. I mean, 2-all after 2-all, and that's really what got him that straight set win. We don't usually see people beat Goexerri the way he did the first time around.
You just have to play your game against this guy.
Yeah, you just can't get phased by who's out there against you. Oh, and the 2-wall rebote by Goexerri will score. Point and set. Goexerri closes it out 6-2. 2 minutes. Come back and play our second set. Well, Goexerri's 6-2. He takes the opening set over Douglas. And that just continues a terrific run in singles play for Goexerri. Since his loss to Douglas in straight sets, Goexerri has dropped just 1 set across his last 4 matches. And it was 6-3 the second set against Zuleika. The other sets he's won, I mean, you heard it, 6-1, 6-1, 6-1, 6-5, 6-0, 6-2, 6-1. Not really close, folks. I mean, that's kind of how Goexerri's getting done. When he is on, it's kind of at a different level. But it wasn't so easy in the transition. I mean, the first month of the year, Goexerri was way down in terms of his kill rate. With it, his shots just weren't really working with the same efficacy as they were at the other facility. Now, Goexerri's starting to turn the corner, and it's dangerous for the other teams. You see the Renegades already with 3 wins. A win here for Goexerri would give them a full point and push them up the standings and back into the playoffs. I looked at it this way from the beginning of the year. Goexerri was struggling, and the Renegades were still able to get 2 points across their first 5 game days. Then they beat the Devils. They lost to the Warriors last time out, but here they are with a chance to add a full point right here, and with that, we get right in the playoffs. A full point would push the Renegades into 3rd place. There's really no chance the Renegades would be able to pass the Cyclones. Just with how that tiebreaker is shaping up, the Renegades right now have 27 total wins this year, including the matches today. And the Cyclones have 26, and the Cyclones still have an extra game day to play. So it's going to be kind of tough. That's why we worry about those numbers at the end of the year, folks. This is just the first time it's been so close that it's kind of worth mentioning early on. Douglas has the serve. Set 2 has begun. Goexerri goes high. Big backhand there right up the middle. Douglas on the rebote, right side. Kicked up and out of play. Goexerri gets the first point. Set 2. Okay, and that was the same way that this match started off. I mean, one of the first throws for Douglas, it just escaped a little bit out of his basket. It kicked up and out of play. Just got to stay in it if you're Douglas here. It's very frustrating. There's really not much you can do with it. Maybe just take a little off of those rebotes, but he's got the tools, the shots, and the 2-all to get right back in this match in a hurry. I think you're going to start seeing him fire one after another. If not here, one of the next few points.
No time like the present.
Oh, Goexerri moves up on it. There's the 2-all fired in there to score. 2-0 lead early for Goexerri.
This is the moment where you can't get, Douglas can't let it get into his head. You know, you can't get disappointed. You just have to get focused.
Right. And that's always, you know, you made a good point about guys being a little reluctant to throw shots sometimes against top opponents. But, like, if you're Douglas, how else are you going to win?
Right.
How else are you going to score? I mean, it's hard to outcatch this guy. It's hard to do everything. So, really, the biggest chance is with the shots. And, again, that's why I think you're going to see it coming eventually, and maybe right here. So that was an overserve. First fault, second serve coming up. So he's not just going to go down looking at this. I mean, we've seen Douglas. And it's just at times, it's just too little, too late.
Right.
There it is, long 2-wall. Oh, not opening enough. Goexerri's on it, sends the forehand up, and it's over his head to score. 3 straight for Goexerri. And can just never be too comfortable at this level. I mean, any one of these guys is capable of rattling off 4 or 5 points in a row, maybe even 6, so not a comfortable lead.
Yeah, I mean, we ask the guys a lot. We ask them all the time, how do you stay in the right headspace? How do you come back from being down a set, you know, to winning 2 in a row or winning that 3rd one after a loss? And there's a lot of a huge mental aspect to this game.
That's an overserve, first fault. You see it in all other sports too. I mean, the mental is
and it's
a big part of it in some other sports too.
Absolutely, and it's like tennis right now. You know, like you're watching a 1v1, so you can't get discouraged, and you can't rely on a partner.
No, I mean, it's all on you. Ooh, a 2-wall off the rebote there, snapped by Goexerri. That makes it 4-0. Yeah, and on the flip side, too, when Goexerri plays like this, it's so deflating. I mean, the way the set started for Douglas kind of was unfortunate, but then Goexerri's just snapping 2-wall after 2-wall off the rebote. This is like what Douglas was doing to him the first time around.
100%. And I'm saying this, you know, I'm armchair expert over here who never has to go on that court and face either of those guys. So sometimes easier said than done, but
no, I have a lot of strategy for these guys, for someone that sits back in a comfy chair all day. So
for what it's worth, these are my thoughts, but
no, I'm with you. Forehand rebote there by Douglas, sends it up high. Goexerri waiting for it at the 9 line. Comes out of the Chula. Douglas, lays it up over the top. Goexerri committed for a second, now got back in, and then the inside placement from Goexerri scores. That's 5 straight points into a possible set and a possible match point.
That was a brilliant shot.
Goexerri also naturally left-handed too. So,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of these Renegades.
Yeah, lefties.
And that helps with the costado shot making. I mean, it doesn't, I don't want that to take any of the ability away just because he's a lefty. He can throw the costado. No, that's not what I'm saying, but it certainly does help if you're more comfortable that way. And he's got equally as good for right side too, which is not his preferred side.
Right.
Douglas trying to drop it into that corner. Goexerri picks it off in the air. Goes deep. Douglas is on it. Forehand rebote there by Goexerri. Catch by Douglas. Douglas to the inside. That's going to be a long run for Goexerri, and he's not going to get there. Douglas on the board here in our second set, but still a possible match point for Goexerri.
Wow. That's it. He's just got to keep doing things like that. So easy. Just keep doing things like that.
Just like that. Backhand. High and hard to the outside. Goexerri's running with him. He's got the forehand. Powers it inside. Looking to beat Douglas. Oh, what a one-handed catch by Douglas. Goexerri, though, on this rebote, turns it high, looking to pass. Oh, Douglas not going to let him. That's a tough grab overhead.
Come on.
Douglas, powerful forehand. Oh, Goexerri's on that at the 8. Sends it up high, looking across the wall. Douglas, oh, high costado, looking for the big bounce. Goexerri scoops it. 2-all by Goexerri. That scores for the win. Point, set, and match. Goexerri closes out Douglas 6-2, 6-1. And that gives the Renegades their 4th win of the day. Good enough for the game day win. Still one match left. Division 5 doubles up next. Arta and Gallo will take on Williams and Bueno. You see Goexerri there. Team very encouraged by what they just saw, and he's got to feel good too, giving his team the win. Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Goexerri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Goexerri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one. Joined by our winner there, Goexerri. I mean, what a run you've been on in singles these last couple matches. Now your 5th win in a row and avenging that loss against Douglas early in the season. How are you feeling out there in singles, Goexerri? You look just about as good at any point in your career.
Yeah, I'm feeling really good in singles. I know that if I make my game good, it's difficult to beat me too, so I have to start from the beginning 100%, and I'm trying to do that in all the matches, and I think I did a really good job today. I'm happy for the win.
Yeah, and for you, Goexerri, I mean, you're stepping out there in a match to win the game day. It's not often you're in a position like that. How happy were you that it was just you one-on-one with a chance to win the game day for your team?
Yeah, this season we didn't win. Yes, we won. We win one day. Today with today too. And I like to play this kind of games, no? Yeah. Because that means that we have a chance to win the game day, and I like this type of matches, and happy for the win, as I said.
Awesome, Goexerri. Really well done there, and you got the win for your team. Congratulations.
Thank you. Let's go Renegades.
Still one match left to make it official today, and this is a big match, folks. Division 5, Arta and Gallo will take on Williams and Bueno. Let's take a look at that game. There's those intros there. Arta, Gallo, ready to take on Williams and Bueno. Arta and Gallo this season 3-3. So it's kind of been up and down. Played a little bit better to start off the year than they have as of late. Williams and Bueno, well, this is the same team that we just saw pull off a pretty big win against Gallo and Ben, so they're looking for an encore here, and it would be a pretty important second win of the day for the Warriors. We'll probably explain that between the sets here because it's getting very close between these two teams in the standings and the tiebreakers. And remember, this is the third game day that these two teams have played. So after tonight, they're done in the regular season. We are ready to begin our final match of the game day. Arta and Gallo serve to Williams and Bueno.
Sorry about that. No, I was just about to say, I feel like it's a case of deja vu right now.
Oh, yeah. Well, see if they can do it again. This would be an even bigger win than the one before. Bueno handles that serve, floats it inside. Now Gallo makes the play. Bueno, blind catch overhead, sends it up high. Arta looking for it, takes it in. Forehand kicking off the wall. Tip ball there by Arta, Williams, and Bueno. Going to get the first point here of our final match. Arta takes the serve, drop shot, dropped in there to score just above the pad. That's going to tie it up. 1-1. Bueno setting up for this one on the right side. Catch along the side wall. Arta is there. Forehand rebote laid up. Arta moves in. Steps in front of it on the right side. Shoots it low and hard. Williams is there. Backhand coming in low. Now Arta. Long costado. 2-wall. That's just out. Williams and Bueno take a 2-1 lead. You know, kind of the same recipe as that last match. I mean, Arta's going to throw some shots. If he doesn't convert and gives them away like he did there, and a couple more missed catches, you know, look, the Warriors can hang around in this one too. The biggest difference here is the front court. Last time it was Gallo. This time it's Arta, and Arta's got just, you know, higher kill rate, just everything in terms of the kills way better for Arta compared to Gallo. Oh, but that's an ace from Williams. Working it to the outside. That's going to score and make it 3-1.
I mean, I don't want to feed into the announcer's curse over here, but
Uh-oh.
I don't, you know, I don't want to say it.
It's starting to feel something, huh? I mean, it's feeling like it could happen again.
How cool would it be?
Ooh. Let's see what, yeah, again.
How cool would it be if the two matches won tonight that are keeping the Warriors in playoff contention were done by none other than Williams, who we like to call Cool over here.
Cool Williams.
You know, who's just been on this taxi squad working hard. Amazing catch. I mean, you can see he's putting in the practice, and he's got something to prove.
And another one. Up the middle now, Gallo makes the catch. Sends it over Williams' head, looking across the sidewall. Oh, but Bueno dropped it. That's 2 for the Renegades. Arta and Gallo will serve.
Stop looking at yourself. The camera adds 50 pounds.
Bueno goes over the top. Tries to beat Gallo inside. He goes up high for it. Then blasts this one. This is coming way out. Williams, in the middle of the court, turns it 2 walls. That's a little too wide. Tied up, 3-3. Renegades serve.
And this is Arta's third match today.
Third match of the day. He's had a full day. Looking for third win. Arta going deep. Long rebote here, tight to the sidewall. Williams gets it up. Arta works his way back in on the forehand. Just tries to pass with it. Bueno retreats, makes the play in the corner.
Oh.
All missed the rebote there. That's a point for the Renegades. They lead it 4-3. And a nice comeback by the Renegades. I know it was early in the set, but it kind of had the feeling that it was going to start to get away from them. This team had already pulled off an upset earlier, and you don't want a team to get too much confidence.
That's right, and you don't want to make the same sort of mistake of underestimating.
Right. Can happen once, but twice is kind of inexcusable. But they're back on it and up in front, 4-3 here. That one dropping low. Gallo makes the play, goes high. Bueno, back at the 10. Arta now with the forehand, sidearm play, crossing the wall. Oh, that opened and Bueno scooped it right up. That's a great adjustment. Now Gallo trying to pass in the corner. Bueno gets it on the right side, turns it off the side wall. Catch by Arta there. Big backhand takes Bueno to the outside. There's a forehand, kick it off the wall, right up the middle. Now Arta gets there. Cortada, that one low and hard and scoring. 5 points for the Renegades. They have a possible set point.
Well, that was perfectly placed.
Yeah, that was a really good Cortada,
We're going
too.
to see it here.
Yeah, I mean, Bueno starting back at the 9 line. He's got really no chance to get to this one. Yeah, I mean, that's dead by the overserve line.
Williams shouldn't even be that upset about that one.
No, that's just a good Cortada. Then an ace follows. Point and set. Arta and Gallo close it out 6-3. 2 minutes. We'll come back and play set number 2. And so right now, Arta and Gallo there closing out that first set 6-3. So taking a look here at the standings, right? So the Renegades have already won the game day. And maybe we could pull up the standings so you at home can follow along here. The Renegades are going to move up into a tie for second place with the Cyclones at 4.5 points. That leads us to a tie now for fourth place between the Warriors and Fireballs. The Warriors did win one match today. That was that Williams and Bueno win over Gallo and Ben, which means the Warriors have 25 wins this season. The Fireballs also have 25 wins this season. So if this game day result were to hold and the Renegades were to win this one, the Renegades would move up into third place, and then we'd have a tie for the fourth and final playoff spot between the Warriors and Fireballs. And right now, even on points and dead even on the first tiebreaker. So we may have to go to a second tiebreaker between those two teams. Again, if the points are even, the total points are even at the end of the year, the first tiebreaker is total matches won. Like how many of the 6 matches did you win? Total that up the whole year. And then the second tiebreaker, if we do need to go to it, is head-to-head results against a specific team. So the first is game day results against the team. That would be between the Warriors and Fireballs. And look, if they're tied, on that second tiebreaker, folks, we haven't seen it yet, that would just be crazy. That would take a lot to get everything totally even. The Warriors and Fireballs have played each other twice this season, it looks like, here on my schedule, and the Fireballs actually have a leg up. They won one of those game days, and they tied the other one. So if the Warriors were to lose this match right here, it would drop them out of the playoffs. It's a really big spot right here. See if they can get back in it. Drop them out of the playoffs, at least for the moment. We still got over a third of our regular season left. There's a serve by Williams. We begin set number 2 with a high, hard forehand coming into the corner. Bueno's on it. Now Gallo from the 10 line goes high. Bueno backing up, makes the play along the back wall. Gallo floats it up. Bueno moves in. He's got it on the right side, kicking off the side wall. Back to Gallo where it's missed. But Williams and Bueno are on the board here in our second set.
So if I'm understanding you correctly, this is a really critical match for the Warriors.
Yeah, I mean, if they don't win this match, at the moment they would be on the outside looking in for the playoffs. They'd go all the way from 3rd place down to 5th. Arta, 2-wall, land, but stopped by Williams there outside. Gallo's got a chance, had it for a moment, but did not have control. That's 2 for the Warriors here to begin this set. Really good stop outside that time by Williams. I mean, Arta was testing him, threw it right at him, threw it hard, but he answered right here.
So would a loss in this match be a nail in their coffin, or could things potentially change based on how other game days play out?
Still with over a third of the season, that would only come into effect in the tiebreaker if those teams happen to be tied in total points at the end of the regular season. So, yeah.
So you really never want to be out of contention, no matter where you are in the season.
And you don't want to suffer many 5-1 losses either, because those kill you in a tiebreaker. Just total matches won. You win 1 out of 6 on a day.
Yeah, you've got no
tough.
wins to help you. You need the padding.
And it's very difficult to win days 5-1 or 6-0 even. I don't know if we've really seen a 6-0. Forehand rebote there by Williams. Turned inside. Calls for Gallo. He takes it in.
Well, right, because we're looking at it like, how bad is this going to hurt the Warriors? But you can look at it like, how much is this going to help the Renegades?
Right. Oh, Bueno.
Wow.
What a catch before that second bounce. Gallo goes up, and he makes the catch. Scoop tipped up in the front court, so that's going to make it 3-0, Williams and Bueno.
I think Arta's saying that he was distracted, but Williams did nothing illegal.
Gallo's just telling him to forget about it.
It's like the Carballo effect.
Yeah.
You just got this guy just hopping all around the court, playing a little bit unconventionally, and you can't get distracted by it.
No, you just got to play your game. That's a big
high
forehand.
flyer.
Williams, not going to get to that one. That's going to get the Renegades, Arta and Gallo on the board here in set number 2. And yeah, the importance of making the catch off the first serve and just blasting it over Bueno's head, taking him out of these points. Let Williams beat you up there with his rebote. Again, he's been reliable. He's made a lot of saves. He's also given plenty of points away, and he hasn't converted a shot off of the rebote either. So it's not much of a threat for the Renegades. They can just keep sending it high and deep and take Bueno out of this match. This one's right on the wall, though. Gallo plucks it off. This opens outside. Bueno's on it. It's a forehand. Crossing. It was a clean miss. And the rebote saved on the back end by Gallo. Ooh, it's floating. That ball dancing around in the front court. Makes a save. Sends it back. Gallo on the right side. Oh, Williams inside. A backhand stays low. Arta picks it off.
There's just so much happening.
There always is.
I want to say something about one thing, and then they've already moved on to the next thing I want to say something about.
Oh, that backhand got away from Gallo up in the overhead screen. That's 4 points for the Warriors. They lead 4-1.
And I don't even know if we had a camera on it, but 3 catches ago, I mean, the save that Gallo made when Bueno ducked out of the way just now, that's what I'm talking about. Having this view here is a little scary.
Arta picks that serve, tries to pass into the corner. Oh, it's a big bounce on that rebote, slapped up by Bueno, right to Arta again. He goes higher this time. It's in the air off the back wall. Williams turns this rebote. Catch on the costado of Arta. The turn 2 walls is too wide.
Just outside.
So that brings him to 5 points and a possible set point here for the Warriors. Oh, they're going to do it again.
They're going to do it again. I was just about to say that, Andrew.
Wow.
Another 3-set match today.
Well, this is why we say all matches matter. I mean, at this point, we're worried about the tiebreaker. I mean, if this match is played on February 11th, people aren't too worried about this 5th match. But that's why we say, and I always say, every match matters because you don't want to take one too lightly early in the year that could have been the difference at the end of the season.
That's right.
It's a hard forehand. Caught in the corner. Here's Bueno. On the right side, back inside, Arta. Williams with the rebote, right up the middle, catch on the bounce. Here's Arta. Cortada stays low, crossing and scoring. Right through his legs. That's the second point for the Renegades. Yeah. Just got to get out of the way of that ball. It's coming right for your shins.
There's a, what is it called? Not double dutch, but you know the game with the chalk squares on the street?
Oh.
Hopscotch?
Hops, yeah.
You can tell that Bueno has kids.
Yeah. That is an ace. Third point there for the Renegades, Arta and Gallo.
What was the call there?
I think it was an ace, and the refs haven't corrected me yet, so I think we're going to roll with it. It was definitely an ace. They point to the line when it's an under or over serve, and that time there was no point. And just a little late with Bueno to react to it.
Got it.
Bueno there at the 10, crossing the wall. Gallo moves up on it. Just powers it. Over Bueno's head. Williams, another rebote. Coming up the middle. Gallo makes the catch comfortably on the right side, comes over the top. Williams steps in front of it and missed the ball. 4 points now for the Renegades. For all the good stuff that Williams has done today, I don't know if I really like that catch. That's a very difficult catch for anybody. And Bueno's been solid behind him. No need to give a point away after they've already given 2 away before that.
Yeah.
Now the Renegades are starting to believe that this could happen, and one good serve right here, and it could come down to just one final point.
And I was going to say, did we jinx them? Because
It's
had it in the bag.
You may have had your first announcer's jinx, Lindsay.
Oh,
Congratulations. You've made it. Oh, it sneaks by inside. That's going to score. Arta and Gallo have come back to tie it at 5-5. So set point here for the Warriors and a possible match point for the Renegades.
I can hear them gathering their pitchforks now. Don't come for me.
Big bouncing serve. Wow, Bueno got up high for that one. Gallo, forehand, over the top, right to Williams. Oh, clean miss, and the rebote's not there. Point, set, and match. The Renegades escape with a straight set win, 6-3, 6-5. And a big game day for the Renegades, winning 5 of 6 matches. They pick up a full point and move into 3rd place in our standings. We're going to hear from our winners, Arta and Gallo, here just a few moments.
Real money games are live in Florida. Real money games are live in Florida!
Real money games are live in Florida.
Real money games are live in Florida! Real money games powered by Pass Motor Racing are now live in Florida, only on Hard Rock Bet. All you need is $1 to start. Win money your first 24 hours or get a games bonus back up to $100.
Real money games!
And by our winners, Arta and Gallo, 5-1 deficit in the second set. You guys overcome it, able to close it out. What was the key there, Gallo?
Luck. That's it. Get 6 points. Yeah, you can play great, and sometimes you lose. Sometimes you play bad and you win, and that happened right now.
And Arta, for you, 3 matches today. You won all 3. How are you feeling, and how big was this 5-1 win for your team?
Good. We really needed it. Yeah. I feel like we were playing some good game days overall, but we had some troubles like getting the win. We tied a lot. So, getting this 5-1, it shows the team that we can play good. We can beat where we got in front of us. So hopefully that gives us a little boost for the rest of the season.
Awesome, guys. Move up into third place after this point today, so congratulations. Well done.
Thank you, Andrew.
Let's take a look at these standings here before we depart. You're going to see the Renegades moving all the way up. They were at the bottom before and now back into third place. The Fireballs and Warriors now into a tie for the final playoff spot. And for the moment, because the Fireballs won one game day before and they tied the other game day, the Fireballs are actually in the fourth and final playoff spot, which means the Warriors are out of the playoffs. But we still got 15 game days to end the regular season. It's been a fun day for us here. Lindsay joining us over in the cage. Thanks, Lindsay, for joining me.
It's been a pleasure.
Awesome, Lindsay. We'll be back tomorrow night. We got our first and only doubleheader of the year, so a 3 p.m. game day tomorrow and a 7 p.m. game day. We hope to see you for both, everybody. Take care.
See you there.